that was hard work. It wouldn't let it go live, it just kept saying broadcast error.
Why are you into that angle?
It's making us. It's making us. I have just had a message from it. Who was that like? Yeah, you need slow pitch. The rest haven't got the channel mate. Yeah.
51.
Aye.
It's front, isn't it?
Back really did get like this. It's fixed, it's the first one in.
So,
I know it goes.
I said to Richie, 6 to shoes. That was a while ago, because we'll get by at the 6.
Aye.
Just had a phone call.
Yeah. Right, okay then mate.
Alright, so that's one anyway.
Right, just text us though mate. Right, hold you doing? Alright.
What is this? Phone. It's not.
So it's not called Goring.
Goring. It's almost me. Goring.
It's never been out before. Right guys, 37 years on now. Right, so I've been expecting a phone call from Hull, which is 90 mile down the road. There's now back at Hull. Bridlington, 70 mile down the road, nothing. And a guy in Grangetown is getting one at 10 to. So by all accounts, I mean, also the Scottish birds were up at 2.5 hours before at your Pres, so about 40 miles shorter, and there's nothing back in the Scottish National either. So I believe it's happened again and they haven't crossed the channel. There is but we've just had one reported of a guy I don't know who he is, but he's getting one at 10 to. So I guess on that guys, we'll probably go about, well, they're doing a really slow speed, so might have about half an hour. But as of yet, like I said, there's now 100 mile down the road. Haven't get one, so it's funny, you know, because it was a strong northeast wind on the channel this morning and we got up late, and I think if they went with the wind they could have just flew straight down the channel and then realised they've made a mistake. And I think on days like this where you need a proper channel bird, but hopefully it's not just the odd one what's come across like. But what's worrying me is the Scottish birds. That's really worrying us. It's Grangetown who's got one at 51. So that guy has just asked. Well, like I say, we've heard the birds flying 100 miles short away and they haven't gotten one yet, so that totally drops the blood like. But you never know, we might have one with that. We can't give up just yet. But I think it's a proper channel bird day like. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Really hoping for a better race than this. Obviously, but we'll wait and see. I'll let you enjoy the race. For some reason, I've had to stand the iPad up, so I don't know if that's change your viewing stuff, but when you go live, it won't let you put the iPad on the side like it would normally be. So I don't know if that's changing for you, but can you hear everything? And someone just let us know if you can hear us. No one. Yeah, you can hear us, right? Okay, guys. Well, I'd just like you to chill and watch it. But it'd be a great buzz if we get one, like. But like I say, I can't believe only one bird's come across, like. So there's got to be more. There's got to be. So that'll be 8.5 hours it stuck that bird at the front. Like 8.5 hours, and he'll fly about 3:30. So we're getting down to maybe 40 miles an hour. That's probably done close at the speed I was expecting, like. But I don't know what's happened to the hull birds who out before and stuff like that. Ghost.
He's over the garden, so he's never heard anything. But he says, I'll let you know in 5 minutes. So he must be going up the water.
Say that bird's pretty much done the speed, isn't it? That we expected. Or maybe it's just below it. No, definitely not. Definitely not. Really want to break the hoodoo and get one for a channel on a live channel video, but I think I might have picked the wrong day to do it, like. Yeah, I'll have to keep you updated as well for the young bird race next week. We don't know if we're racing. We've had a few problems, so we might go for the second young bird race, but it's not fully decided yet. But well, potentially we're not ready for it, like. But I'll put something up just so you know, like. Have you got full screen though? Or is that reduced just to like half screen? Because like I said, that I've had to stand it up. Probably be ideal for mobile though, because I think that's the mobile setting, isn't it? Perfect, mate, thank you. Half. See, it depends how you're watching. If you're watching, you need to be watching it upright on your phone, not sideways. So I don't know if any of you are watching on your phones or your iPads, but if you face it, what's the word, horizontal, you should get the full screen that way. It's back to front, every time you go live, it's back to front. Don't know why. It turns the loft round for some reason. Few of them know about Anthony texted us through his house. I think it must be on Facebook. Anthony must be in Scarborough, he says after peeing down.
Being down.
Peeing down in Scarborough.
Leave that.
Got a funny feeling most of these birds might be tomorrow, like.
Oh, Davey. Yes. Oh.
Sorry guys, I can't reply to any comments if you make any, like, because if I put my phone on it causes interference, so you've got like a buzzing noise. Hello mate. What, you alright mate? There's one bird in Middlesbrough made it back. In Middlesbrough, aye. Aye, and I think obviously you just needed like a slow and steady kind of pigeon, didn't you? 'Cause, I don't know who the guy is who's got one. Like, no, Keith didn't send no. No. It can't be by itself, that bird. It's got to be something with it. Yeah, it's got to be something with it. It can't be by itself, mate. Right. Okay, mate. Cheers, bud.
Thank you. 51. No else, you had no else? Did you come on,
Aye, guys, it's confirmed. There's still no bird in Hull. There's still no bird in Bridlington.
Oh, right, okay. Speaking
So as far as we know, there's only one bird came across.
aye, that's a definite.
Yeah. But we all know it's never just one bird, is there? There'll be something with it. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I'm on about. Yeah. So yeah, like I say, the big fear. I was on EI this morning, and I was saying that it's about a 15-mile-an-hour northeast wind right on the channel where they had to cross. So I think the Scottish birds and the up north combine birds have probably went with the wind and went down the channel a bit. And they're the ones who's knackered, aren't they? But when there's one, there's always more. Just heard of one other bird up at the front. Wheatley in at 5 past, so 15 minutes after that other one at the front. So there's definitely two birds back. trying to wind up, I think. Expecting a text off Dawson and Peacock soon, like. They're proper channel men. Weekly always gets one, like. How many hours have been on the wing? Coming up to 9 hours. We fly about 360. Which is totally doable if they had a cross to me. It is a proper headwind, like, but
Aye. And it was lovely though, because we had it on the live webcam. We had it on at 9 o'clock and it was lovely. Well, our daily reads were pigeons that come from home. Anyway, okay, catch you later. Ta-ra, mate.
Yeah, apparently still only 2 fanciers and not enough come. I ain't got one. Right now.
Look at this, Rich. It's got to be a streeter, surely. It must have been. Do you see it traveling? It came sky high now.
I seen how high it was when it was trapping down
the
like.
line.
Just be playing in the wind.
Ah.
I spoke to Dawson, he's got an outback,
No,
so it is just the two.
well, it could be others, because
Oh, aye.
but Dawson wasn't really there, is he?
I would have thought this was Dawson's day, like,
No.
the harder the better for him. These streeters drive you insane. They're coming from all angles, trapping perfectly. There's a million streeters. it's going very, very slowly, so it definitely could be. Say if there was big lumps at the front, then you would know that they've come across, they're on their way. It's when there's only with a couple back, you'd think, well, clearly they haven't come over.
It is what it is.
I don't know how guys like to transmit it.
Oh,
I like to know when they're thinking due back me.
so disappointed, isn't it?
You're just praying for a miracle, aren't you? Oh. Probably officially says to be the last channel race we ever fly. Dear me. I'm off work for 6 weeks, I'm supposed to be happy. It's insane when you think about it, isn't it? About 2,000 birds away. And how many of them's going to make it home? Didn't used to be like this, did it, the channel? So the guy Bridlington, 70 mile down the road, just getting one now. I hate to think our birds are still 70 mile away, like. He's the best channel flyer in that area as well. As far as I know, that your Prez 330 mile, that would have been us, and still now back. No, 2.5 hours before. So I think that strong wind on the channel, like, I think they've all went down it. And eventually some will turn back round and cut across, but they could be in the middle of the country by then. You need a slow and steady bird for a channel race like this. Just something what just kind of plod home. We'll still get, I mean, if you remember last time we didn't get a bird on the video, yeah, we got 6 out of 7 back. We got 2 late on that night and 4 were waiting in the morning, so, you know, the majority will still make their way back. They just pluck the courage up eventually and come across. Hope so, mate. Hope so. I'd settle for just seeing a couple go over, to be honest. Like, I'm not seeing nothing. None of my mates who I know who are good channel flyers have got one. No, I may as well. Need a coffee of the day. Sort of bad track what was made for this race. Like, she loves a bit of distance here. See, it's funny when you think about it, because literally every channel race this year has been a disaster basically. So the 2,000 birds away today are pretty much the shorter flyers who've sent. The channel races have been pretty much wipeouts every one. It's only about 368, I think those. Like I say, totally, if they come over the channel, would have been home by now. It's totally doable.
just Douglas backlands and guys. Probably channel pigeons you see. Channel pigeons. Well, he left somebody for this race, so I replied. I think it's causing this so the strategy is then I'll get out of there to the straight shot. Okay, that's a lot, mate. All right. Head on. Just hold it. Just get his hand for a straight and even drop. Just so what I do. There, no, just take it from there. Now we, no, was it? He's coming right. Right, drip my collar, you. Which way did Douglas come? Yeah, well, good. Choice for these races to be. It's not a question of money, it doesn't matter, regardless. If I get out, I'll give you. Even if I didn't, I'll bring you some over there. Okay, I'll do it. That pigeon that Douglas top fed it. Feds at the channel.
But you say it's a different type of bird, isn't it?
From my channel pigeon.
Just slow and steady, that's what you need. See, a pigeon can't go flat out for 9 hours, can it? We've got to save a bit.
Wow. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's all right, yeah. It's a different type of pigeon now. Anyway, I was speaking to you, oh, David Farrell.
So I think there's 100% Gerald. This was a. Do you know what it is? Probably done this because I kind of promised early in the season that this is what we're going to do. Totally different birds. Our birds are sprint to middle distance. If this was a tailwind, we would have get one. Would have get one, no problem. I think there's four. I know 4 birds in the combine pack. Not all proper channel men. You need a slower pigeon. A pigeon can't go flat out for 9 hours. It's Arras in France. Daniel. I still thought something would have come up, but then again, when you think there's only 4 back in the combine, well, maybe it's not. You know what I mean? Where they're not channel birds, they would have went hell for leather, probably bottled the channel, and these will all start coming tomorrow. We'll get most of them back. We'll not get wet out, but aye, it's not done yet. But I must admit, I'm less confident of getting one. Like as every minute goes by. It's just the lack of birds. If it was more birds about, then you would think, well, they're coming, but they're not coming, are they? There's 4 birds that we know of in the combine come across, so that they're not kind of coming. And if there was 30 in at the front now, I would think, oh well, they're on their way, but I don't know. There'll be other birds back as well. Of course, there'll be loads back. Just the ones you hear about in it. For you asking, I think it was 35 by the way. But I mean, it's supposed to be a bit of fun, this, but when it's not fun, is it? I'm bored of tears, to be honest. I really thought something would have made its way over, like I really did. But they still will. I will get something tonight, but how long we're willing to wait for them, that's a different matter, isn't it? Well, if you get one tonight, you'll probably be in the top 50 of the combine, but I think horses for courses. No, well, there's a few we've had to leave back at home. Obviously, the sprint champion. We've left the 2 off Bullet Train because they're just so consistent. We wouldn't want to lose them. But we've sent some good ones, but like I said, they'll be back. I keep missing some of the comments. It's 35 got away. Probably some good, some who would have been probably moved on. But they're all super bred though. 9,000 yards per minute. It's hard work. I knew as soon as I heard the Scottish Liberation that it was now back. They should have been back. I mean, there'll be some back now, no doubt, but I knew straight away then. I was like, oh god, it's not pigeon race. You can guarantee the leading batch are not the leading birds home. That's how it works. So I mean, for us to do this again, we've invest in a few channel birds, but don't think there's enough prestige. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is the biggest turnout, 2,000 birds. Some of these channel races have been 300 and 400 birds. Do you know what I mean? There's more racing than a normal fed race. Do you know what I mean? So it's, does it look good on a pedigree? I don't know. Yeah, gold medal, but 400 birds, I don't know. Me personally, it's not that much prestige. Like, it's just an achievement getting them back, I think. Hello, mate. One shield of meals, 46, see, like, just a proper channel man, you'll never see him on the sheet inland. But when it comes to channel, he's proper channel birds. And it's the same bird won the channel race a couple of weeks ago, I think. Aye, just proper bird for it. How about yourself? You must have some back. So no patio and say, I would have thought you wanted the nails off to get one of this. Proper hard day. I just think obviously the leading birds just haven't crossed that channel. They've went shooting up it. They'll come tomorrow. It's there's so few birds back in the whole compound that, you know, clearly they haven't come over as a group. Because if they made it over, they would make it home, wouldn't they? Has he? Say, but he's not really clocking in the inland, is he? And well, there's a few names who've got them. I've never heard of them before. I don't know who they are. You know. You needed a slow and steady bird, Chris, and ours and yours can compete in land. Not the right type of bird for this race. But, I know. You need a lot of luck, don't you? But so did we. We were convinced we were getting something through, but then when you look at how few's back. So you've nearly got a wood pigeon in. And this one coming straight down there. That's what I think. Well, we've got about 200 strags here, and they go from house to house. So we've had them clapping all night. We could have been in at 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Richie,
come on.
Right chopper, Rich. Come on. But 2 or 3 here. Come on. Come on.
Just nearly broke his leg. We'll get one. I would have just crashed into the young bird landing board.
I thought like 2 there, mate.
I just thought one of them straps again.
Oh, new lot pigeons.
Get one, mate. Honest to God, it nearly broke its legs. It's landed feet, clipped the landing board as it's come. I tell you what it is, right? I mean, I didn't want to make you feel any worse, but that's the first time we've ever beat you at the channel. Do you know what I mean? Right, okay, Kyle, I'm going to do a victory dance. Right, see you then, alright? Sarah.
Oh, sure, two of them were ours.
Can you believe it? We've got one. You'd have seen one on video. And it done a turn from 3 after 10 hours on the wing. Did you see the way it knocked its legs off that? Hey, that's so.
It's the first few we've seen, three together.
3 together, I know. We've actually first ones, you see the first ones we've seen. Hey. I was so pleased when I come back round because I was convinced it wasn't coming back. Like.
Did you see it? I thought there were two or three. Well, I'm trying to drop one. Two of them carried on.
The hoodoo's broke. 34 to come. Oh guys, honestly buzzing, absolutely buzzing. Didn't think for a second we're gonna get one. Like, looked knackered, didn't it? Absolutely knackered. Like I say, whacked its feet off the landing board. It couldn't, so it absolutely knackered. She's one more good ones back now. But like I said, I'm convinced we'll get a load back tomorrow. Like. I forgot we even had 2 trappers. I'm off work for 6 weeks now, so but I'm actually teetotal. I didn't drink, but I might have one tonight. Just relief more than out else, mate. Like you see, I very rarely smile. More pleased for you, and this would have been the 3rd channel race that he's hadn't seen one, and last time when we turned the video off we got 2, literally within 10 minutes. I would hate to have turned this video off and he's not seen one.
There's no ghost back there. You know what it is, though? You wouldn't believe it. They're standing 3 pigeons came down and I thought 3 of them were ours. Because they're all shaped. Aye, what was that? Oh, 80 bastards here, that thing. So, it would have been them 3. Right, I see when I come up the 8 o'clock and we straight. Sarah. You seen them? No, wait, he's just seen the 3.
What's the bit? What is it?
210, I think. It's called a couple of times minor terms.
Trying to think what it's bred out of though.
Aye, it's out of Ali's mistake.
Aye, well, I'll leave this. Oh, the actual, the stock one.
Aye, this one.
This one. Oh, so it's from the race off, from Ali's mistake. If you remember him off last year, who won the first 2 races. So it's out the race off. Don't know what hen it was paid to, like, when it was bred. He's aware the day Ali's mistake. He has never done out all year. He's maybe, he wasn't too much of a mistake now selling his sire. Ah, the clock's always on, mate. Clock's been on since 7 o'clock this morning. Have to start calling myself now a sprinter long distance loft.
Just came to that 256 and he's standing watching her like in amazement.
Well, 256 probably been my best racer this year. He didn't go. We left 3 or 4 of the very best ones here. But we still want the schoolmistress back, we want the girlfriend back. There's a few more we want back. And some superbly well bred ones like which we would have been letting go at the end of the year. You know, they're still not all birds make racers, but they're still superbly bred. They'll make good stock pigeons. Who was Daz, mate? Hopefully we'll get a couple more now. Gives us some hope we'll get a couple more. It's coming. Love to think they're on their way now.
Well, I'd like to get 1 or 2 more tonight. I'll see if it can all the spares.
I was tired, but it just shows eventually they've crossed, so absolutely knackered. The cock's driving her as well. $157 on a Friday night, eh? Bet your wives are buzzing. Thanks, David. It's a bit late for coffee, isn't it? But really thought when we got one, I thought we'll get a couple more now. I thought they're on their way. Still gap you. There's two back in South Shields. That's all what's back. Probably from a couple of hundred, I would have thought. Just had to keep the young birds off the dark a bit longer of the day because obviously the clock's in there. So I think he's just accepting that that's the one bird. because I think they're going for a strike at 8 o'clock. So 25 minutes. The rest will still clock in obviously, but thanks David. Returns now, Gerald, just the one mate, just the one. Like I say, I'm not overly worried. Like I say, I think we'll get a boatload tomorrow. We'll surely get a couple more tonight. Got to. It's funny because Dawson and Kyle are shouting at the moment. I found the phone for a wood pigeon. So it was cutting my mouth for it. And I just feel then we got one. There was still time in eye. If you need another strike, get on the line. No mate, there's no, the young bird season starts next week, Paul. We've got the sickness again this week. It totally stopped winter tracks. So we're now really struggling. We've only got them at 4 mile. This last week we were supposed to get them at 10 mile, and then next week we're going to get them at 30 mile. They got stuck in the loft for 7 days. So we managed to get a couple of short ones in today and yesterday. And we're going to go to see him tomorrow. We're going to go to the 10 mile point. It would next week would have to go absolutely perfectly for us to even consider sending them to the race. Like, so no race tomorrow. It's supposed to be the following Saturday, but any more setbacks, and even we might be pushing my luck anyway. The plan was to miss the first young bird race, and then because it's the same race point the following week. It's not what we want to do, because I mean that's kind of sacrificing all the section averages. We can't give anyone a race head start in this section. It's too competitive. I know, Ray, it's a real grueler. I missed a comment there. The birds went up at 9:30, which wasn't ideal. They needed to be up at 6:30. But even though I had a live webcam at Arras, and it looked glorious, I don't know if the channel was bad. She hasn't been down, I don't believe, mate. And if she hasn't been in any clots. Her feet look perfectly clean. It's not to say she hasn't been down for water, she just hasn't plodded through any crap. I think most birds probably would have had to go down and see it. The temperature's been quite cool here today, but I think it's been red hot down south, hasn't it? So I don't think they would have had any choice. It probably did have to find water. I always worry, you see, on the transport, yesterday they fed them at, I think, 1 or 2 o'clock. That's too early for me. They should have fed them at tea time. So these birds have now went 24 hours, 27, 20, 28 hours without food. It's not what I would have done, put it that way. I would have fed them at tea time. And when it was going to be a late liberation, I would have considered giving them a little light dust and a feed this morning as well. So everything's been against them, like. Of course, food's energy, exactly. But it's that same old adage, isn't it? That they're not necessarily pigeon men who drive the transporters. They do their best, you know what I mean? And they do what they think's right, but and maybe if they'd get about 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning, that would have been fine. But when it starts getting to 9:30 liberation, you know they're not kind of due back here till 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. It's a long time, isn't it? Long time without food, 29 hours. What it is, all in the same boat, I suppose. It's just the poor birds, isn't it? I think it's probably got a huge contribution though to why the channel races have been such a disaster this year. Like I say, the only reason the birdage is so high this race is because the inland lads have said, oh, we'll have a go for a bit of fun. The birdage was down to 300-400 birds for some of them channel races. Doing something wrong, aren't they? I think it's a cold wind as well now.
It's what, that's only 20 mile away. Yeah, not many stuff flying, you know. Most of them have gone down.
Tell you my biggest gripe with channel racing though is obviously we'll go on a Wednesday, so we'll go 2 days before. It's probably unavoidable now. How can you prepare birds to race 2 days later? You know, you can't get them to feed in the morning because the basket at 9 o'clock in the morning. So you can only get a little bit of food in them that they want to eat. So how do you prepare your birds for that? You know, no matter what you feed them, no matter what you do, they've got to spend 2 nights in the basket kind of thing, and they eat what they're given after that. So I think that's why I think you need proper channel birds.
Right, I'm going over it.
Right, okay. Still think this will be the very last channel race we ever fly, like just for all them things I've just said. I think our class our birds is too valuable to just throw away like that, like. think a few changes, and I think the returns would be much better, much better. Very serious. Two straight off the bottom. True. Do we get ourselves some distance birds? Do we go down that route? But as you can see, some people say our loft looks bigger than what it does on the video than what it does in real life. It's tiny, absolutely tiny. I've got a loft over my side. I keep half the stock birds, and I've got all like the kind of the late breds as well. It's minute. We don't have space, and the idea of training birds differently to our inland birds, it's just too difficult. It's a bit like what I said before though. I think the Prestige is winning against like 12,000, possibly more birds. That's what we want to win. And some Shields hasn't won one for 11 years. Obviously in the last 6 years we've been second, third, fourth. It's just it's a bad location this for topping the combine. We're on a channel, we've probably got a better chance because doesn't come down to seconds, you know what I mean? But we are an inland loft. We're a sprinter middle distance loft. Like, don't know if I'd want to go down the route of taking up boxes and stuff with channel birds. But you know, in saying that, if this was a tailwind today, I would have fancied we'd have every chance of topping the combine. It just so happens that we set ourselves, we're going to go for this race, and it's ended up a grueling headwind. A tailwind, they would have probably, would have definitely getting a boat that would come straight over that channel, and then we would have been one of the favourites to win it. Do you know what I mean? But this is a different type of race, and you see a lot of lads who you'd never see on an inland sheet who'll be right at the top. And fair play, they dedicate their racing to that. You know what I mean? And they're specialists in this field. I would never knock anyone that they specialise in that. We're an inland loft, we're a sprinter middle. But it's really annoying that last week at the Maidstone National, that's 280 mile, and our birds landed as if they hadn't been away. And that was a headwind, it was a 45 mile an hour day. This is only 80 mile further. Our birds could have swallowed, could have easily done that. You know, the way they landed last week. But that little stumbling block of the channel on a headwind, and they just think, and the daft thing is, it's only about 25 miles, they can probably see over it. But they don't like flying over the water, but these channel birds, they get used to it, don't they? They've done it many times before. But our birds, it's the first time they see it, when they face it. It's no excuse, like, but I think it's just bravery with the birds, isn't it? I think it does on a headwind. On a tailwind, I think more will come over the channel, but on a headwind, they think, well, you've got to remember they're flying low on a headwind, so they're flying close to the sea, where on a tailwind, they're high up, aren't they? Them tracker things are interesting, aren't they? But it's a bit like the horse racing. Would you want to put extra weight on your horse? Great in every sense of the word for training, but I don't know if I'd want to put even a few ounce weight on anything in a race. But they are great though. They're great to watch them tracker things to see what they do. I've actually got a few mates who've got them, and but they're finding their birds in fields down the road. So has that got anything to do with it? I didn't know. Maybe Dad was saying how many of these birds are still flying now. That's the problem. There'll not be many. Some will go down and come back up, obviously, but so when we got one, we'd get more. So our girl anyway, 210. She looks okay now, doesn't she? Because she's still got a bit body on her. It's amazing how quick they recover, isn't it? Found yourself a nest ball, haven't you? I know, looks absolutely fine now, and you've seen how tired it was when it landed. It's amazing how quick they recover, isn't it? She's back happy as Arian on this ball now. But of course being fed and watered, so it's not the same for the other birds. What land is it? Watch it, guys. 72. Can't believe we haven't got another one, like, really can it? We will, like, still will. You just keep thinking, yes, where's the rest of them, don't you? At some stage they had to turn round and they had to go for it. Or are they just too tired now and they've just went down for the night? There's always a few who keep going, like, but I think that's where the vast majority have, like, they've give up for the day. Try again tomorrow. Thank God for that one bird, eh? I mean, suicidal now. Go, we've got one by the skin of our teeth by getting one through. part of all this is there's no birds going over. I've just seen one go over there.
What else? Just as well, because he's stuck all up.
Yeah.
So just well, the comes down to this is that says that he says he wanted to come up and see his own. This has been put on. This is what this is what.
Look guys, he's accidentally struck our clock off. So now else what comes of our clock. We were the first clock in as well, so we're the only one who's been struck off. So obviously we were in the combine noms and all that. I don't know if that's probably still very active. But so now else we clock will count. It was an accident. It's not, and we're not bothered. Really, no, we're not bothered. What's the point? The first one's through, that's all that matters. So now it is just a training race for the rest of them to get them back. But a little bit unfortunate, like, because everyone else's birds will kind of fill the fed sheet, and we can't get any more on it. But like I say, it means nothing. But that's kind of race over for us, and just the one in. So I know there's 154 years watching. Oh mate, I haven't even looked, Michael. What's it took? Up at 9:30, and I think we clocked at 7:15. So 8 3/4 or 9 3/4? But I haven't even bothered looking at the velocity, mate. I think once we realised we weren't going to top the combine, I wasn't really bothered. But I'm sure I'll probably be in the top 20 of the combine. I would have thought. I wouldn't have thought there'd be many birds in front of it, but like I say, we race to try and top the combine. So once that's finished with, it's just forget about it. It was something like that, wasn't it? So I had days one the video to stay for another half an hour and see if any more drop. I'm not bothered. I'm gonna stay for another half hour, an hour. But I think a lot of these birds have just went down now. They'll be knackered, won't they? Be getting some rest. There's always one or two surprise you, but right. Okay, lads. As I said, yes. So I'll leave it on another half an hour, right? Then it's getting close to my bedtime. There's fallback in the town. Stay online. That's late. Fallback in the town out of a few hundred birds. You're welcome, Stephen, mate. Just chill, man, Dad.
What?
Just chill. We'll have the last of all put leave it on for another half an hour.
You what?
We're still watching the basket, it'll be on for another half an hour. taking out over. I've seen one bird go over.
So what's your plan for tomorrow?
Well, I've got to do Charlotte's garden, so we want to pick a time to come over and put the baskets. Get the plants.
I'm going to go for a trip.
Oh, what time are you aiming for?
Try and get up about 10 o'clock.
Right. Well, I'll just try on that round at 10:30, little garden.
Next up to you, where you want to.
What were you going to suggest then?
I was going to say, you could just come at 10 if you wanted, due on it. Or you could just shoot good ones. Shoot good last time.
They responded really well, the young ones. Like, that was a day of surprise.
Head round and fog. Back issues as well. Just hope it's a nice good day.
I think it's alright. I'll check. Okay. It's near raining out, but it looks like it's a little bit cloudy.
So, not bothered as long as it's not fog.
As long as it's high cloud. Hey son, I've got my race on from France. Nah, it's kind of over. I'm going home in half an hour anyway. I'm alright. So, what have you sorted out what the plans for Tuesday are you? What time do you finish work? 7. So am I picking you up from work? Right. Okay, and then you're staying down till... Do you need to go back on the Wednesday or do you need to go back Wednesday night? Right. Okay, that's fine. I tell you what, yeah, go on. No, you say your bit. For a drink? I don't drink. What, round there? Well, there is a pub round the corner, like. Well, are you talking 1 or 2 though? I'm not sitting all night. Right. I suppose so. But by the time you get down, it's going to be 8 o'clock, isn't it? So, right, okay, then that's what we'll do. Well, what I was going to say is I'll ring you when I leave here. Because I'm live on YouTube, yeah. Yeah. Right, so I'm up for that. We'll go for a couple one round the corner from mine. Right. I'll put her on for you. Right, I'll put her on for you. See you. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, that stage we actually spot the sea and racing pigeon. And we go straight over.
When you were on the phone, it was not funny when we do. It's just few and far between, isn't it?
Oh, we have for 2. We also didn't drink, so we'll have 2 drinks and that's it. Do you know why he just comes up with spontaneous stuff?
He'd have 6 maybe.
Are we let him?
course I'm not getting that.
Well, you know, he got out after the phone call. We didn't know that. Should have done the live stream in the morning. That's what we should have done. You would have seen loads. I didn't know how we were getting one the day, like, honestly didn't know how we were getting one. Oh yeah, I'll definitely give you an update. Like, what I'll probably do is wait till Monday. Well, no, what day is it today? I'll probably wait till Sunday because I think tomorrow is going to be the big day. I think most of them will head over tomorrow. Don't know how early in the morning we'll get them because I don't know how far they've made it down. But I would have thought all the birds would have kind of, what are going to cross would have crossed the channel now. So then you're talking 3-4 hours fly in the morning. They'll probably start about 5 o'clock, won't they? You normally get them before 10 o'clock in the morning. The main chunk of them. It is what it is with returns though. There's no point worrying about the ones that aren't here. We've thankfully kept a few good ones at home. Some belters away, like, but I'm sure, I'm still confident that most will return. You're getting up to 12 hours on the wing now, you know what I mean? So they need a rest now. So coming down the line there.
something on them.
Get on. Didn't think we were going to get any more tonight, lads. I'm honest with you. Thanks, Daz. Like I say, mate, this race was put on for you because I promised you a live video, really. It's not really my cup of tea, if I'm honest with you, like. It's, I find it very hard work. It just doesn't feel like pigeon racing to me, this. It's like a survival, isn't it? Fastest pigeon doesn't win. It's just but funny, silly season starts a week tomorrow. Start all over again. We're a new group. Got some belt and young birds in there, like, but they're so far behind from where we would normally be that they're not flying in straight lines coming from training yet. We've got a lot of work. Like, I mean, anyone who's watched my videos for long enough to know that young birds to us is very much education. We'll have them bang on for the national. We've got an unbelievable record in the young bird national, like, which is going to get broke at some stage. Like, was it the last 5 years? Second, third, and fourth. That's our race. I think that first one we heard of is the best one, Lee. The one we heard of from Grangetown. I would have thought that would be the best one, like. But there'll be birds that we don't know about. But that initial bird we heard of, I think that's going to be the best one. But we're in an hour and 5 minutes after that, and we'll fly 30 miles further on a slow day, so we're going to get about 45 minutes, about half an hour. But yeah, going back to the young birds, like, we are normally way ahead of what we're at now. I know this getting the young bird sickness last week is really not good for 6, but it's going to be touch and go to get these going, like. But like I say, as always, it'll just be a slow and steady approach. These are our future now, especially if a lot of these don't come back. We need to keep hold of them, like, so we're kind of doing out daft and take chances. But like I said, they look absolutely amazing now. We've definitely got some cracking young birds in there. We just need to get them up to speed now. So when you think eight races left and that's it, the whole season over. I think the old bird season's flew over for me, like, I've enjoyed it. And I think from a consistency point of view, I think it's probably been one of our, it hasn't been my best old bird season for fed wins, definitely not. We're actually slightly down on that, but our worst finish in 16 races, I think our worst finish is 5th fed. I think that's takes some consistency, like, and I think we'll finish second. Guy in Whiteley, Duncan Beale, he's got the best one in South Shields League. And it's probably the second best one I know of. He might not be too far off that one at the front. But you'll not get like 56 minutes, 55 minutes, you'll not get that. But I think it's the second best one I know of. And he's a proper channel man. He wouldn't show on any inland sheets, but come the channel, he's a proper channel flyer. Lost me train of thought now. What was I talking about? No, totally forgot what I was talking about. Oh, consistency. So our worst finish is 5th fed all season. I'm sure I said that bit though, didn't I? I think we finished second in the overall section points. And honestly, when you see the result, you'll realise how well we've done to do that. First section will be North East Counties. Third section will be third in the points will be North East Counties. 4th, 5th, 6th will be North East Counties, all on the coast. So we're going to be the only loft inland, splitting all them lofts. So, and it's been west winds all season. So I think it's probably our most consistent season that I can recall we're having. And that's what we've needed to do to finish second, is to be in the top 5 every single race. But that golden mile on the coast is becoming more and more, because South Shields is a really strong fed, really strong, and we're getting made to look silly by the coast lads. Like, it's not a true reflection, it's really not. Ray Peel is watching it, he'll tell you how strong the South Shields fed is, like, and we'll get made to look stupid by North East Counties at times. But it's just that's the golden mile, and that's all the birds go that way, and then all's got a 2-minute fly back over. It's very, very difficult, but no disrespect to them, they're top flyers, you know what I mean? I'm just saying it is hard for Shields, like, when it comes to the section. I think out of 16 races, South Shields is top of the section, 1 race. That's insane. And North East County, I think, is top of the section about 13 times. That's what we're against. That's why I'm saying a great achievement to finish second in the overall points, to split all them. Like, still only 1 back, Darren. I don't think we're going to get another one tonight. They've went down now, I think. It's going to be tomorrow morning, I think. Hopefully they'll pile in tomorrow morning. I would hope to get quite a few anyway. I think the Shields lads, for us to top the combine now, I think we'd have to move house and move to the coast. It just seems impossible now. But it's not all about that, is it? You fly for enjoyment as well. Some area of the Newton North Combine every single member's top the combine. Do you know what I mean? And then you've got poor Shields who top the combine once every 10 to 15 years. It's crazy. But has anyone got as many second up north combines in the last few years as what we have, like? So we're knocking on the door, just seconds, you know what I mean? Just seconds. Hey guys, it's freezing now, you know, absolutely freezing. I know, go do that money. I'm only keeping it on for another 15 minutes. I said 9 o'clock, that's what I agreed to, like. Eden says if you're gonna slag him off, don't do it when it's live on YouTube, so he's watching. Eden. He says, was the 6 pints thing a challenge? Guys, we all thought we'd get another one, didn't we? Cannot believe we got one and that was it. This would have been a disaster if that bird didn't come, wouldn't it? Still a disaster, like, but so what do we think happened then? Do we think it's the northeast wind and they've refused to cross the channel? Or do we think as they've crossed over to Eastbourne, where it's notoriously full of falcons, they've been scattered? It has indeed, I don't know. Because that Eastbourne's a right flipping place for falcons, isn't it? And that's pretty much exactly where they cross over. I didn't think they crossed the channel, like. I think that's the most logical thing when there's 2,000 birds missing. But I think they would have by now, they would have crossed. Hope they didn't get reported in France. That'd be an expensive courier. Only 17 back in Scotland. See, so it does point towards the channel, doesn't it? That's just they didn't want to cross it on a headwind. Because I was thinking we got up too late, but the Scottish birds didn't, did they? They got up at 7 o'clock, I think. And they haven't crossed either. So funny though, the birds back in the day, they crossed it no bother, didn't they? Headwind, the old bush arts and stuff. That was our first ever combine win from Lille. That would have been with the old bush arts. I think 14,000 birds. Northeast wind, and it was strong at the channel, and in France I think maybe 14-15 mile an hour. Been stronger on the sea, wouldn't it? Been stronger than that. Then I think it was pretty low wind down south and quite hot temperatures, but it's blowing a gale in the northeast. Like, it's been a proper strong wind all day. But if they made it the northeast now, it would have stopped them, you know what I mean? So they haven't made it this far. I know. That's why the Borges races and stuff like that used to stay up all night. Used to be brilliant, didn't it? Because it was exciting, because you knew nobody had a bird back, so it was always like a 2 and 3 day race. Aye. Aye, proper old pigeons. The old strains. Some people say they're not fast enough now, but they were flipping certainly, they made it home, didn't they? But you say they didn't have birds of prey to contain no fever though, did they? But definitely a different type of pigeon, like. There was over 2,000 away in the combine, like. And I bet you there's not, I bet you they struggle to get 100 birds on the combine sheet. Could be wrong, there could be a few back, but I'm guessing they won't get 100 birds on the combine. This is what shortest channel race is. It's not even very far, is it? 360 to us, so it's only like 330 to the front. All birds can do that. It's definitely the channel what's done it. See, I see the first bird back in Shields that topped the fed 2 weeks ago from the channel. Just knows what to do, doesn't it? Aye, definitely, mate. Only takes one. Might be a pigeon coming down, like. Right guys, I'm going to call it a day because I'm freezing, I'm tired, and I want my tea. I'll update with the returns and stuff like that, but thanks everyone for watching, like, because we've got some dedication, I tell you. Probably be the last one we ever fly for a good while anyway. I might just wind watch, you know what I mean? If it's a tailwind, then we could have a go at it. But like I say, no race tomorrow. Thanks, Daz. No race tomorrow. I'm gonna have to let you know if we're racing next Saturday, which is the first young bird race. Thanks, David. Thanks, Daniel. If we can get these ready, we're going to really get stuck in them this week. So if the weather's kind to, we might make it. But like I say, we're only at 4 mile at the moment. We need to get them ready for 71 mile. There's been no transport or training in South Shields because we couldn't get the backing from the members. You're welcome, George. Cheers, Ray. Flipping disaster day, innit, mate? I know. We've got no transporter because we couldn't get enough members to pay for it. So very inexperienced young birds, and we need to get these up to 30 mile this week, and we'll see what happens. Cheers, Aidan. Yeah, but like I say, guys, thanks for watching, and cheers for your support all season. Daniel, we'll get a boatload of these tomorrow. I'm sure we will. We'll not get them all back for sure, but we'll get a good chunk. I'm certain of it. They've went down now, haven't they? They need to get some rest. But thanks, guys. See you soon.